meditate daily, exercise daily, read 10 pages, eat healthy, talk to your family, listen to this podcast. How many times have you told yourself these things? How many times have you started strong, excited by new routines or habits, only to forget about them a few weeks later? We make New Year's resolutions. We set intentions. We dream big dreams. We create visions boards. We write out our goals. But we struggle to follow through. Here's one of the greatest paradoxes of human nature. We are storytellers. We love stories of epic heroes, of people who rise to the occasion, who beat the odds, who overcome adversity and achieve greatness. Yet we are disappointed when life requires us to live up to the expectations we have set for ourselves. Why is it so easy to cheer on the hero from the sidelines, but so hard to be the hero in our own lives? The answer lies in understanding the power of self-discipline and how to cultivate it according to Marcus Aurelius. This episode is part of a series where we're reading and discussing the best of Stoic philosophy. If you're new here, subscribe and join us every Wednesday and Friday for new episodes. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow again, but then tomorrow comes and you forget, or you delay. Or you drown it in excuses, distractions, dopamine. You don't mean to. You want to change. You try to change. But something inside you pulls the steering wheel when you're not looking. And you're left staring at the wreckage of another broken promise to yourself. That's the part that hurts the most. Not failing others, failing you. You wake up with weight on your chest. Not always heavy, just there, like a reminder, something is unfinished, and that something is you. You're not bad, you're just becoming, not yet whole, not yet complete, not yet disciplined. Self-discipline. It sounds like a virtue, and it is, but it doesn't start with fire. It begins in darkness, in the unseen corners of your life, where no one claps for you, no one watches, no one saves you, only you and your silence, and the war between impulse and intention. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius writes, "Just that you do the right thing, the rest doesn't matter." But what is the right thing when you're tired, lonely, craving comfort? What is the right thing when your mind whispers that you deserve a break, that you've been good long enough? What is the right thing when no one would notice if you slipped, when you're already halfway down the slope and it feels easier just to fall? The world tells you discipline is about grind, about control, about punishing your softer self into submission. But that's not Stoic discipline, that's ego discipline, a house built on shame, and shame always burns down. Real discipline, it's gentler, but more ruthless. It doesn't scream at you. It watches you, waits, and when the moment comes, it says, "Now, do what must be done." You can run from your tasks, you can dodge your duties, but you cannot outrun your own eyes in the mirror, because the soul remembers, and the soul keeps score. Each time you say no to your higher self, you become a little heavier, a little foggier, a little more unrecognizable, and one day you wake up and don't know who you are anymore. Marcus Aurelius writes, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one, not think about it, not plan for it, not wish you had more motivation. Be one, right now, even if it's just in this breath, this act, this moment of resistance, because that's where discipline is forged, not in a grand plan, but in the micro decisions that feel like nothing but add up to everything." The Stoics knew you can't control outcomes, but you can control effort. You can't command success, but you can command yourself, even if your hands shake, even if your mind protests, even if you don't feel like it, especially then, because self-discipline isn't about how you feel, it's about who you choose to be despite how you feel. You've heard the lie, you need motivation first, but the Stoics would laugh at that. Motivation is a guest, fickle, fleeting, but discipline, that's the one who stays. Long after the party ends, some days you'll slip, you'll break your word, you'll reach for what numbs you, you'll disappoint the stronger version of yourself. Don't turn that into a reason to quit. Don't romanticize your failure as proof you're broken. You're not broken, you're becoming, and that means falling, catching yourself, learning, rebuilding, again with less drama, this time with more grace. Self-discipline isn't loud. It's not fire and fury. It's quiet, unseen. It's saying no when no one's watching. It's brushing your teeth when you're sad, making your bed in grief, doing the work with trembling hands. It's holding the line when every bone in your body wants to collapse into softness. Marcus Aurelius writes, "Because a thing seems difficult for you, do not think it impossible." Your mind will tell you that this level of consistency is for the elite, for the machines, for those with perfect lives. But here you are, messy, wounded, late to the party, and yet still rising, still reaching for the better thought, still choosing the harder path, still here. The war is not between you and the world. It's between who you are now and who you could be. And every time you sit in stillness instead of scrolling, every time you get up instead of lying down, every time you finish what you once abandoned, you win a small war. You reclaim a small kingdom. You build a self that can be trusted. So if today all you do is keep one promise, just one, that's enough. Because it means you've shifted from living on autopilot to living on purpose. And a life on purpose is a life with power. It won't be perfect. You'll still falter. You'll still lose some battles. But one day you'll wake up and feel something different. Not pride, not joy, just peace. The peace of knowing that your actions and your values finally match. That is the quiet reward of self-discipline. Not applause, not medals, but the gentle strength of someone who can finally rely on themselves. You are no longer a stranger to your own will. You are sovereign, and the kingdom you rule is within. One of the hardest things about improving your self-discipline is that you're doing it alone. There's no one handing you trophies or celebrating your wins. Luckily, there's an app that does just that. Betterment is an app created specifically for Stoic practice that helps you develop good habits, break bad ones, and stick to your goals. Betterment is free to download. If you'd like to support the channel and learn more about Stoicism, we've got a special offer for listeners of this show. You'll get $5 off per month for 3 months. That's a great deal.